So what we have here is a levee that was constructed to prevent the river from accessing the floodplain, which we see behind us here. And really what that's done is restricted the flow of water, and it's channelized the river into the main channel. So the river doesn't have the ability anymore to access its floodplain. And we've learned over time that, especially for young fish, the floodplain areas are very, very important during the first months of their lives. So every year when the spring snowmelt occurs, the rivers swell. All right, so we're headed up the Twist River here to about 6.5 miles up from the confluence with the Methow River to take a look at the Elbow Coulee side channel. When the river swells during flood stage, it provides access for the fish to off-channel habitats such as floodplains and springs and side channels. As an example of a restoration project that's working to restore connections between the main stem river and its off-channel habitat is here at Elbow Coulee. And so what we've done here is breach the levee that's prevented floodwaters from entering some historic side channels and floodplain. We're kind of looking out at the Twist River today that's flowing at about peak flow for this year. And if you're about 1 inch or 2 inch long little Chinook salmon that's recently emerged from its nest, that may not be the happy place for that fish at this time. The first chance floodwaters had to enter this side channel, within weeks we saw fish using it. So this is for the first time in 50, 60 years, fish are now using this side channel. And what we're finding is that once they gain entry into the side channel, they're actually residing in it for a period of time. And we believe this is because they're finding conditions suitable for growth and they're surviving. All right, so we're here at the Whitefish Island Side Channel Restoration Project site and kind of looking over some floodplain habitat, some off-channel habitat. It was enhanced 2 years ago, and what we're seeing here at a pretty good flow in the Methow River is a lot more water is coming down the side channel than there was, and what this is doing is allowing that water to spread out into the floodplain that we can see here. So we can kind of look out in the main part of the side channel where the flows are deep and fast, but now that we have this connection to the side channel and the floodplain habitat, we have this really slow, the visibility is pretty good, it's not really fast moving. It's a really good spot for juvenile fish to grow. An important question that I have that I think is important to consider in terms of how we view the river is how do we live in harmony with our river here? As we grow and expand our impacts within the valley, in the watershed, how do we work with the river to maintain all of the positive attributes and all the positive qualities that the river affords us? So we're gonna take a real quick look in this side channel here. So we're here at the Plummer Spring site off Old Twist Highway.
All right, ready to do this?
This is a restoration project that was completed in 2013 to restore connections between an off-channel spring and the Methow River. So the channel we're looking at here flows for about a couple hundred feet down into the Methow River. When we were out here about a month ago, if I was standing in the same location, my knees would have been underwater. One of the ways I've been thinking about how to live with my river is just simply to think about it, to spend as much time as possible in it on a hot day, and just have the river be in my consciousness and be in my life. And as I move through my life, trying to make decisions based on consideration of the river and all that it affords our watershed and all of the human inhabitants, but also of all the other plants and animals that depend on the river for survival.